Welcome you all. My name is Brandon Marshall, and I would like you to take a seat and strap up your seatbelt as we are going for a ride to a place where developers' modern application development dreams come true. Welcome to my presentation of Docker and Kubernetes. Let's say Dr. K tells you to take Project 2 and build it so you can host it on the internet by the end of the semester. Think about where you will begin. What tools would you use? We'll give you 10 seconds. Thank you for your time. Keep those thoughts in mind. And please, once I am done for today, you will have a good idea on where to start and what you can use to achieve this. Traditionally, developers spend a lot of time on deploying their applications that they've spent countless of hours on building, which typically results in a painful experience. It works on my machine is their first goal for their job, and a popular phrase once the application breaks in the next environment. But how are you going to ensure the application works once software moves across different environments? But wait, what is an environment? Environments are spaces where your application runs, including operating systems, libraries and dependencies installed, configuration files, environment variables, network settings, and whatever else is needed to get our application to run. Usually there's a deployment environment where we bring up the app and make changes. Then there's a test environment where we, of course, run tests. There is a production environment where users will use your application with a fully functional and tested version of your application running. In production environments, you need good scalability. Scalability refers to flexibility in your solution to add and remove machines or memory based on consumption of your users to your application. How well will your app run with 10, 100, 1,000, 1,000,000 machines once users increase? This is where Docker and Kubernetes play a major role. Docker helps packs up the applications, and Kubernetes deploys it and maintains it while it's running. I like to use Amazon as an example for the speed it takes for you to get your package delivery once ordered very fast. This is how Docker works when Docker files tell the story of the application and what's needed, and Docker bundles it and gets it ready to ship off. This is how easily Docker and Kubernetes works to efficiently connect applications to on-prem or cloud servers. What is Docker? Docker is a containerization platform, and it separates your application from your infrastructure so you can deliver software quickly. Like a portable MP3 player. Do we even know what that is anymore? We used to use that. And what we used to do is we used to put whatever we needed, whatever song we needed on that. And you can take advantage of that and take it anywhere you need it to. The gym, to school, to work, and listen. Think of a container as a lightweight, portable mini virtual machine. Docker allows you to package up your app along with environments into a container image. Docker containers differ from virtual machines, though, as they share host OS kernels, making them even faster and more resource efficient. Here's a quick look at Docker's architecture, with Docker Engine at its core, represented by the cool whale image you see. Docker builds these files into images and runs them as containers. They can be stored on private or public registries, And Docker has their own called Docker Hub, which integrates easy. So you know how I mentioned that there's this special Docker file that you script to build images? Once you build that file, the container is now stored on your local machine. Whenever you're ready, you can push that app to the registry using the Docker's command line tools included in Docker's installation. From there, anyone or anything such as pipelines, cloud services, or Kubernetes can use the container to create and build and deploy your app. What is Kubernetes? K8 or Kubernetes is an open source container orchestration platform originally built by Google. It handles load balancing, self-healing, scaling, and updates without manual intervention. Docker is great for running individually containers, but Kubernetes shines when it comes to hundreds and thousands of instances of your application. Kubernetes architecture. Well, this diagram shows a high level on how Kubernetes is functioning when your application is running on it. It contains a master node, which is in charge of the cluster and making scheduling changes. It holds the API server, which acts as a front end to the master node, as it plays a big role with communication to kubectl, Kubernetes command line tool. And the worker nodes run your application workloads, controls the kubelet, whose job is to talk to the API server and make sure everything is running okay, and kubeproxy, whose job is to make sure all networking is good. The smallest resource you can use on Kubernetes is a pod, which holds one or more containers. K8 is in charge of these pods. It can control them when they restart if they fail, scaling them up or down and passing them out to available machines. There are many more resources in Kubernetes that can be used to achieve multiple applications in a cluster or also multi-cluster solution. Let's compare and contrast. So Docker is used for creating containers. It is a containerization platform. Works well when you're just maintaining a couple containers. Now, Kubernetes is a container orchestration platform. The key word in that is orchestration. It works well when you need to manage hundreds and thousands of versions of your application across millions of servers. Kubernetes is good when dealing with scalability when it ensures high availability and resilience. But to be honest, what makes them great is that Kubernetes and Docker work very well together, especially for software engineering projects. Big time companies like Netflix, Airbnb, Spotify use these services to serve their applications to users. They are essential for CI/CD pipelines, microservices, hybrid cloud strategies, and cloud native applications. So let's review. Docker and Kubernetes work seamlessly together to build, package, and deploy containerized applications with speed and efficiency. Docker enables developers to create lightweight, portable containers, while Kubernetes provides powerful orchestration to manage and scale these containers across clusters. Together, they form the backbone of modern cloud-native application development and DevOps workflows. Thank you for your time. If you have any other further questions, feel free to reach out to me. I am happy to help.